What you used to, everybody worry what I'm used to. I don't know what you're supposed to. Last time I felt like you used to make me out. Always leave me on.
Turning 25. Wow, I can't believe I just said that out loud. This is a really weird one because I have officially now turned to the age of 25 years old, which is low-key kind of like a bit of a scary but exciting period, I think, in my time, or whoever's just ever turned 25 before, you'll probably understand that this is one of these periods of time where you've kind of stepped outside of like definitely the teen life. Definitely, like you're meant to be grown into like a young adult, whatever. And you haven't quite hit like 30, so you're not like, I mean, you are an adult, don't get me wrong, but you're not like, I don't want to say old because it's not really that old, to be honest. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I've just turned 25 and it's really weird, man. Honestly, it's pretty crazy that this is just where I'm at right now because I really remember turning, 18, turning 20, turning 15, 16. Like I remember, like it doesn't feel like that was long ago. And obviously with the accumulation of years going by and COVID taking off a few years, I don't know. Now I've just woken up and I'm 25. But it's pretty cool and actually I'm kind of excited for this period and it's like my early 20s of now that chapter has closed. We've just hit the mid 20s range and yeah, I guess I'm kind of 5 years away from turning 30, which is also a bit weird. Also, to address the kind of elephant in the room with my hair, I have fully gone buzz cut. So you're probably used to me having like curtains and mid parting, but now we've changed it up a little bit. I think low key it's to kind of, I wanted to do it for a while because I've had my curtains for like 2 years now. And I don't get me wrong, I love that hairstyle and I just felt like I got a bit too comfortable in it and it just felt like I got too attached to it. And also I think it's a good time now because, I can officially symbolize turning 25, which is cool, by taking this haircut. And I've actually filmed me going buzz cut with my barber like literally just 2 hours ago. So I'll be posting that in the next video. Usually on my birthday, I don't really do anything special. I don't, I'd go for a meal with my family or something. Like I don't actually celebrate it. And, I've had birthdays where I've just been in my room and like, I'm kind of okay with it because I don't know. I've just never been like, I never really had the massive opportunity. When I was a kid, yeah, I had a few, birthday parties, which is cool. And I remember one of my favorite birthday parties actually was in my first year of university where, a lot of people came down from different halls and stuff. And that was just such an amazing day, I remember. But my friends and my family have just topped it all. And I can't believe that what I'm about to tell you now, and you've seen some of the clips already, is just one of the best birthday, actually the best birthday that I've ever had in my life. And I'm still like this was, by the way, this was like 2 days ago, but I'm still buzzing from it and I'm still so excited. So I just came back from a solo trip, a 10-day solo trip to Canada. And on my flight back, just a couple of days before that, my friend texted me saying that he's booked like a restaurant. He wants to have a serious talk with me, and I thought it was something like wrong. Maybe something that's happened to him, and I was kind of worried. So I was like, yeah, let's 100%. I'll be there. And I didn't realize, but my flight landed in London at 6 a.m. and he booked the venue or the restaurant for 6 p.m. So I was like, okay, cool. Like I'm gonna try my best to go to it because I was jet lagged and I was really tired. To be honest, I can go push past these things, so it was okay. And I ended up coming. And so I left my house around 4 p.m. and went to nearby where we were going to meet. We were going to meet at this park. And it was pouring with rain. It was like the rain that in London that day was too mad. Like it was just, I was soaked. I had my backpack and I thought we were going to actually do a bit of filming. And, I was not prepared for it. And then, my friend was a bit late and he kept texting me and I was like, oh, nah, like, I'm soaked in the rain. Let me just go into a coffee shop. So I went into this coffee shop and stayed there until they kicked me out, until they closed. And then my friend's like, actually meet me here. So I took the train all the way to the another side of London and I met him at the train station and he seemed normal, to be honest. Like, so I was just waiting to go into this restaurant. He was telling me about this immersive experience at this restaurant. And I was getting really pumped for it. I was like, wow, I've never heard of an immersive experience at a restaurant. That sounds like a cool idea. I'm down. Let's do it. Then we walked towards the restaurant. It was like a bar restaurant thing. And, he was like, oh, it's in here. We scanned my IDs and whatever. We go down into the restaurant. It was empty. There was really no one in that place. And then we go further down into the basement kind of area, which is also in like another room. It was literally no one was there. It was pitch black. Not pitch black, but it was dark. It was dim lighting. No one was there. So at this point, I was like, hold on a second, what's going on here? Because, you wanted to go to a restaurant. I thought it was going to be like a buzzing, immersive experience. What kind of immersive experience is this? So I went into, like, I was really, really confused at this point. And then, yeah, my friend, he took me into this other room where this time it was pitch black. And I walk in and, like, I'm trying to look, like, what's going on in here? And I just see all these lights, camera phone lights on. And I was just like, I was very stunned. I didn't know what was going on. And then all of a sudden, the party confetti just explodes. Everyone was just cheering and shouting happy birthday. And I was like, genuinely, I was so shocked because I looked around that room and I saw every one of my friends in that room. And that moment, I can't even describe to you because I was shocked, I was confused, I was like, what was going on? But I was so happy because I looked around and I saw people from my school, people I grew up with. I saw different people from in my university. I saw like my sports team friends, my course mates, my former course mates. I just saw so many people, different people. And I was like, this is one of the things I could have never in a million years expected. And the amount of euphoria that I felt, I was too shocked and like, and my adrenaline was pumping. My friend touched my heart. I was like exploding. It was just crazy, man. Like, honestly, it was the craziest thing that's ever happened to me. And yeah, it turned out, it was a surprise birthday party. It was incredible. And I don't know, like, I just wanted to make this video because, like, I thanked everyone, but, like, I feel like no words or anything can actually just justify how happy or thankful I actually am. So, yeah, that was just an incredible experience. And two of my closest friends, like, they did so much to organize this, like, so much, and then obviously there was a lot of my other friends helped out a lot. And for them to all be there at the same time, if like, if you're like 20, if you're in your 20s or if you're like working and stuff recently and you know how difficult it is to put your friends or just to meet up with everyone, right? But to have them all in the same room at the same time, that was just something different. That was so special. And I later found out that my friend and my mum had been in contact and, they were like communicating. This was a massive plan over like 2 to 3 weeks. And yeah, I'm still shocked from it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still extremely pumped and like even just me speaking about this, 'cause I haven't actually spoken about this, but speaking about this out loud is just making me already like kind of nervous. That was an incredible, incredible day, and it was like the best birthday I've ever had. It's the most memorable, birthday ever, and I 100% know that I will never forget that. 25, and that was just it was incredible. And the things that my friends did just for me, like, man, I can't even begin to just be grateful enough for that. And that just got, you know what, like, it made me really realize that, like, number one, life is short because I'm 25 now and I just remember being like 20 and 22 and stuff. And just treat everyone really nicely. Honestly, just treat every single person you meet, regardless of how they treat you, nicely, because just to see all those people that I really care for and I love and just in one room, it was just incredible. Like it was honestly like I can't even begin I can't even describe it, the situation and the feeling, but it was just so cool and to share my birthday and to share like a day with people is just like I really have and I'm truly grateful for. is amazing, because the way I see it is like, you know, these guys haven't even met each other before, right? They haven't met each other. Some people, they had to really get in contact with someone to get in contact with. It was just madness. But like going through life, and I just see I met everyone at different stages of my life, but I'm so happy that they're there. And yeah, like I think it's all about just being extremely compassionate towards people. I think it's also risk, because they didn't have to go through all that trouble and that pain. They didn't have to come. Some people came from far. They didn't have to do that. But like, it just goes to show how much they value friendship with myself and how much I value friendship with them. And honestly, like those kind of days, right? When you'd never expect it, it's just amazing. It really is. And now that I'm 25 and I can use that as a time to just kind of reflect on my 20s, reflect on what's happened over my teenage years, and also be excited for what's ahead. You know, I'm really excited for the next, you know, my mid 20s, my late 20s, my 30s. I'm excited because I don't know what's going to happen, and I just feel like there's going to be a lot of things, obviously, that will happen over that time. And, you know, keeping your head down, focused, but also treating everyone, whether it's your friends or just new people or just anyone really, with the most respect, and just being nice to people. Yeah, it takes it. Honestly, it makes your, I don't know, for me it fulfills me. I realize that, like, that's what really makes me content. Having a very close relationship and a strong bond with someone. You don't have to have that with everyone. Honestly, you don't. Like, I know I'd be happy with like 2 3 close friends, and even if I was to have like 100 close friends, I'd still be happy because they're close. But the key point is that like the realness of that friendship, rather than it being very just a one way, or just like a in the moment situation kind of thing. But yeah, I just want to make this video like, I'm 25. I'm 25. Like, this is weird as it is. But kind of some of the things that I really want to focus on and really knuckle down these years is, number one is just knowing that time is limited, knowing that, you know, I'm closer to 30 than I ever was, and just making the most out of the situation I'm in at the moment. Like I always say, you know, I'm in a position where I'm not necessarily tied down by a lot of things compared to in potentially in the next 10 years or next 5 years. So it's a time of taking a lot of risks. It's a time of, oh, as you can see with the hair, it's also a time of really forming that friendships, close friendships, cementing those friendships with people, and that honestly comes from authenticity, and that comes from how present you are with that person at that moment in time. Like, if you're having a conversation with your friend, really just put your phone down, like just really listen to them, really acknowledge them, and show compassion, and just be in that moment with your friend. And trust me, like those kind of moments, you'd eventually you'd wish you would have them back. But those are the good moments. Some of my friends watch my YouTube videos. I'm yet to tell a lot of them, so I can't wait to do that. And I'm going to do that in this summer, and it's going to be another experience. But to everyone, and you know, everyone I've even met in my life, just thank you.